Yo, Haven, what's good, man? I hope everyone's having an abundant rotation. You know how we do. Hope everyone's having a great rotation. Don't try. Don't do your best. Do your greatest. But what's good, man? Grand Rising, Supreme Shining, wherever you at in the world. In this video, we'll be looking at oddly strange TikToks that just might blow your mind and leave you intrigued. Let's get right into it. We ain't gonna waste no time. I'm moving so fast. Hey, yo, if you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the sub button. Whoa. Let's redo that. If you're new to the channel, hit the subby, buddy. Hey, yo, listen, man. For the people who've been rocking out, I appreciate you dearly. I'm not gonna lie. I give great gratitude and thanks. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subby, buddy. Let's press play, though, Haven. You know how we do. Let's turn it up. That's the best we got. Thank you. I don't know why it does that to this up until now. Still does it. Sufferers see parts of other people's faces distorted in shape, texture, position, or color. For Shara, that means grotesque grimace, elongated eyes, and deeply etched scars. Also pointy ears. Shara shared his story in a study published yesterday in The Lancet. There are 81 known cases of the disorder. Scientists say people can develop it after a brain injury, tumor, or infection, or after seizures.
All right. So, that's pre-programming.
Right.
They have a name for the condition when more and more people start seeing those alien faces, kind of like lizard people.
Damn, it's not working. What the hell? I'm a build on this on a different video. I'm a do something else, but yeah.
That's the first rescue. You feel it?
Yo, look, I just put a few clips in here to warm us up because I've been going for a whole cycle. So bear with me. It's just a few interesting or comedy videos. Just listen. Do me a favor. Forgive yourself before we press play, okay? That's messed up, bro. Alright, what if they allergic or something? Like, that's so messed up. It's funny, but it's not funny. We can laugh. It's okay, but that's not okay. Ah, man. That's messed up. Look how hard he banging on that door.
Show me your completely useless secret talent.
Yo. Man. She just touched her brain with her tongue. Look at this right here, yo. See this little tube? Look at this. Aqua heart.
These people are selling water that we think is purified, coming from the toilet.
Yo.
In a tuck shop.
Oh, word? Yo, we don't condone it. This is educational and entertainment purposes only, YouTube.
Oh, this one, Nazareth. Oh, this thing is going. Oh, Jesus. These people. This is the water that they are selling for the people
Yo.
in the name of purified water.
Yeah, okay.
And they are selling to the communities. Our
Gambichi.
communities are just eating or drinking
We're not doing
water
that.
that is coming from the toilet. These people.
So I've been told that these are completely fake cactuses. They're right here on our street, here in Arizona, and it's a lot of traffic.
Let's see what we got.
People absolutely thinking I'm crazy. Oh, they're fake!
This is Arizona.
Okay. I have proof that these things are, in fact, fake. That's not a real cactus. It's plugged in.
Why do we need a fake cactus? This is an antenna.
It's a Verizon antenna. Look!
Oh, here we really go. The 5G towers now. They're not here to
Let's get it.
frequently control us. They're not here to manipulate anything in this world. They're here for a faster internet connection. That's it. Huh, go on. Show us your proof.
Look up IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. Write down 802.15.6. You know what that number is? That's the network code. That's y'all code that they tap into. 802.154, 802.155, and 802.156. They adhere to you using smart dust, chemtrails. Any of y'all got cars? It's a
Chemtrails?
day. You look at
Pay
your windshield,
attention.
like, what's all this stuff on my windshield? It won't come off. They adhere to you using smart dust and proceed to electrify the air molecules, conjuring a wireless sensor network. Networks of spatially dispersed and dedicated sensors are formed, and in a surprising twist, the towers aren't managing the networks. Your DNA is. Thanks to the enigmatic power of optogenetics. Look at the diagram.
I should have zoomed in on the photo. My bad, y'all.
Okay, I was skeptical.
Look at this.
Try the vinegar on.
Chemtrail love.
There's the bottle. Right above us. Clear. It was
Okay.
hazy, like what you see over there in the distance, in that upper atmosphere. An hour after putting it on. How in the world does that happen?
Okay, we need this knowledge right here. I ain't see this whole thing.
7:30 in the morning.
Video's kind of
In
long.
North Georgia, they're at it already. Past 2 days have been beautiful and sunny. But as you can see, they're trying to do it with the chemtrails. But I've got my setup going
Snap.
right here. I've turned them all in towards each other, the openings, so that the wind can't blow it out. And they will be going strong today. It's
Okay.
9:30 in the morning. They can try.
It's the vinegar challenge.
But you see the sun?
Woo! Look at the beautiful
Love it.
sun.
Just love it.
Diamond sun. Ireland.
Sunday morning. We had a
Sunday
lovely
rising.
clear sky to begin
Rotation 1 rising.
with. This is what's spreading out over us. Look, trying to block the sun. Everywhere. Like waves in the ocean from the frequency. So, let's see what you can do. Here's my flag.
Ooh, yo, we about to start boiling vinegar outside, yo. In America.
My house. They're still trying, we can't try. But my God, does this work? Does this work? Look.
Okay, we about to start boiling vinegar outside to move the chemtrails along. You heard? Look at this, yo.
Lovely sky.
Starting to work, mate. Sun's starting to come out.
It's a military camp or something like that. I don't know.
So, doing that vinegar thing. Let's see if we can get rid of the clouds. There's not many chemtrails today. So maybe we'll see what happens. It worked.
Woo!
What the fuck, like?
That's
Honestly,
fire. We need to
for
do
your back
this
gardens.
collectively too.
And,
Clear the whole
tell
sky
me
up.
if this happens. Because they're all the way over there now.
Noise.
They look like real clouds too, no?
Yo, chill.
I did this like half an hour ago.
Okay,
So-
America.
This is like, I think my second day or third day of doing this, so I didn't have any candles for the burners, so I just put these 4 bottles out, and dude, literally right above my house is fucking clear.
Noise.
All clear, and then it's Scalati right here, but it's all fucking clear. Nothing's right here, but right there, you see it, right there. Alright, but like all right here, fucking blue sky, bro. Blue fucking sky.
Yo, we on a timeline where things like this is normal now, bro. Pay attention.
He swears a lot, doesn't he?
All thanks to the fucking vinegar. Distilled white vinegar. Keep it out of your keep it outside of your house, and it'll get rid of the sun blocking chemtrails. This is the proof that it works.
Look at the diamond
Right?
sun
My
gleaming
backyard
though.
got 6 oil burners going. Bam! Fucking cleared that shit out, bro.
That's me talking with all
That's how
that
we're doing it. That's how we're gonna clear the
cursing
sky.
and
Everyone
slurring.
Get your white vinegar, get your oil burners, burn that shit all day
swearing,
fucking long, bro.
whatever it is.
You get enough people
Cancel
burning this
manifestation,
vinegar,
cursing.
we're gonna get the whole sky cleared up, and we're gonna get our sun back.
Okay.
Don't you guys want a summer? Don't you want to go to the beach and have a sunny fucking day?
Absolutely.
This is how you do it. Stand up for your freedom. Stand up for your country. Just look up.
Stand up for your freedom. Put the fist up. Yeah. Hello. Let's come together, man.
And let's clear the sky together. Let's make it happen.
Good morning.
Absolutely.
Today
I
is
agree with Buddy.
Monday, September 18th. I have the humidifier running.
Okay.
And this little patch that is opened. That's it so far. And this is what the cloud coverage looks like. Otherwise, all around. All around. I just want to document what's going on all around. I can see chemtrails, you know, a few random ones here or there. There's a new one being sprayed. This is like out of my front yard. But above me, where I've been simmering vinegar a good portion of the day, there's hardly anything. And
Flavors.
there is this band that's like surrounding us like this. Okay. But we're clear above us.
Yeah, we need to get up on this, Haven.
And I'm gonna keep
I ain't
at
know
this
about
work
this.
to see how much more we can accomplish in the days ahead.
I ain't know about it.
So I want to show something. That is a plane that went over laying chemtrails. I have my vinegar out. simmering.
Boiling. Nice.
And when it went over our house, you can see there's nothing there. And that's where it started.
I think we need
See, the trail is there.
They might be on to something, man.
It goes all the way down.
The reason why I'm showing this is because we gotta assist each other, right? We gotta help each other. So I ain't know about this. So if we see this, okay, yo, what if it work? What if it don't? We try together collectively. You see everybody's documenting on the internet together collectively. Hence why they canceling TikTok. But anyway, let's move forward. One of us need to make a platform where we could do what we do and say, forget you. You get what I'm saying? But whoever started this, look how far it has come along. You got more and more people. I'm about to get on this potentially because we need to block out these chemtrails, bro. We know what them chemtrails is. We ain't gonna fabricate nothing. We know what's up. If you know what's up, drop some emojis or something up in the comments because it's going down, man. It's going down. The cat is out the bag.
But as you come over my house, or get the vinegar going, there's nothing.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'm so intrigued by this. What's that? Oh, it look like he got some. artillery or something there. He got a beeper radar jump off or something. She making it work. Look, yeah, improvise. Yeah. Look at this, yo. Nice. I gotta pause it again. He got the boatload of vinegar. Let's go back. They ain't playing. Look at this. They ain't playing. Get them chemtrails up out of here, man. Word. That's official. We need to get up on it. This is why we need to speak collectively and work together and bond together. You get what I'm saying? Look at this. They at the campfire with it. Clear out the sky. Open up the sky. Let's see the real sky. The real sky. Huh. Don't get me started, Haven. We gonna rock out because this one's kind of long. That look like a seahorse. That look like a little seahorse in the sky. Look at the cloud. Let me know if you see the little seahorse. What? This clip, man. Where that's at? That water fountain is beautiful. The sky is... Ooh, look at the diamond sun. Blow. Just, come on, man. That's what we need.
Fondue. Best invention ever.
Okay. That good old vinegar boil, man. Look at this. If this works, it's... Because that's what it looked... Oh, man. That's what it looked like outside. It keep going in and out. Outside right now. I was just sun gazing earlier.
They're trying to do their thing directly above.
Oh.
You'll notice it's just dissipating straight away.
Nice.
My intention and the huge amount of negative ions that we're sending up there.
Nice.
So it's not persisting at all.
We need to do this collectively.
And there's barely anything, if anything at all, in front of the sun now. It's just been raining like hell. But boom. You watch
Diamond sun, there you are.
Be completely
My
blue.
face feel a little dry. Pardon.
What I'm hoping for anyway. Let's see. Hey everyone. So forecast as I posted this morning, raining all day and thunder and lightning apparently. Apparently not.
Nice.
Nature 1, them 0. Fantastic.
Here we go. Again. Scientists say bird flu pandemic could be 100 times worse than COVID. Did you know, February 2023, WHO Tedros said we must prepare for a potential H5N1 human bird flu pandemic. How the heck did he know? Did you know, February 2024, U.S. is collaborating with Chinese scientists to make bird flu strains more infectious and deadly as part of a $1 million project.
Didn't the CDC drop not one but two zombie apocalypse preparation articles or something like that? Just saying, open your mind.
Well, that's pretty damn obvious. Did you know
December
December
2022,
the $1.7 trillion omnibus bill included $335 billion for an influenza pandemic, which included the use of surveillance tools.
Wow.
How the heck did they know? Remember.
Hold on. We going back, bro. Hold on now.
This bill included $335 billion for an influenza pandemic.
They got funded or something there, is what I'm picking up. To fund influenza to fund a pandemic. Period. Is we paying attention? Is we paying attention, Haven?
Which included the use of surveillance tools.
Surveillance. They want to watch.
Remember,
they want to watch.
October 2022.
Hello.
The Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, in partnership with the WHO and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, conducted a tabletop catastrophic contagion exercise at the Grand Challenges annual meeting in Brussels, Belgium. What the heck are they preparing for?
Right. Come on now.
This
make it make sense.
Has incited 1,000 billion robots.
Adding to the body.
You see what that said? That went fast. Hold on, y'all. My bad. That went fast. I ain't gonna lie. Pfizer admits that mRNA shots contain nanobots that permanently alters the DNA. Nanobots, chemtrails. Let's keep going.
The range has incited 1,000 billion robots.
Adding to the body a second immune system, which is not organic but an inorganic immune system. Made up of millions of tiny nanorobots inside your body.
The vaccine will help us, of course. It will make things, more manageable.
So these robots are each 50 nanometers long, which you can, as you can see in this slide under the microscope. 50 nanometers is about 2,000 times thinner than
what are they doing to people?
Okay. And these robots were born actually 3 years ago in a research I did with Sean Douglas,
they know
now
conspiracy
professor. But over the past year and a half, in my group at Bar-Ilan University, we've been developing and testing robots for a variety of medical and therapeutic tasks.
248-page patent for the Moderna technology that was administered to people in the COVID shots was filed in 2020. The patent lists several embodiments or variations of this technology. And while we don't know who got what embodiment, we know that several different batch numbers were deployed, and some were far more deadlier than others. According to the Moderna patent, this technology contains self-assembled nanoparticles, and in certain variations, these nanoparticles can be used for the controlled release of compounds.
What I get, I'm sorry for pausing it. What I get from self-assembled is you could, man, they gonna rebuild itself if it gets obliterated. This is what I'm taking from. If you blow something up and it blows up to pieces, it come back together. Woo, woo, woo. That's what I took from that. Self-assembling. I don't know. Somebody school me. That's what I took from that. I just rung a different type of bell. My mom be in a whole bunch of different timelines. So help me out here.
Once they are in the human body, these lipid nanoparticles are encapsulated into a polymer hydrogel, a controlled release coating that includes polyvinyls. This has been verified by Anna Mielchia and Clifford Carnicom's research. In a 2013 TED-Med talk, Dr. Ido Bachelet says that these nanorobots have already human body with a basic syringe. He shows an image of what they look like, and they appear to be the same structures that the fifth column found in their research and claimed was powered by 5G, which was confirmed by Dr. Bachelet.
My team developed nanorobots
no coincidence, right?
Antennas.
Y'all picking up how I put this together?
Made of nanoparticles. Now, the antenna enabled the nanobots to respond to externally applied electromagnetic fields. So these versions of nanobots can actually be activated with the press of a button on a joystick.
Wow. In the following video, it is being discussed by developers in 2015.
Think about that.
The nanorobot we designed and fabricated is a machine that can be programmed to autonomously recognize target cells and deliver payloads to those cells.
Wow.
The basic idea is to make
listen to the keywords.
A cage or a basket that protects a fragile or toxic or precious payload and only releases it when
If you have your higher sensory perception.
So, okay, we worked our way up until here. That was the segment about what they trying to have us consume nanoparticles, nanobots. Now, this is what they are trying to block us from. You see, it's going to take a seat, get your party favors, whatever's clever. It's like I said, it's a long one, real detail. I'm gonna try no, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna do my best to let it flow smoothly without pausing too much. But get ready.
And turn down all the way up to the 15th dimension.
We could understand that.
This is what we look like. Okay. Now,
Pause it if you may.
Systems that teach you about the auric field and all of that will take you up to about, let's see, D1, 2, 3. They take you up to the 7th level. They'll show you the 7th level of the aura. They usually don't show you what's beyond that. Not a lot of people know what's beyond that.
That's true indeed.
The guardians do. Okay. We'll start with this. We have the physical body here. Right outside of the physical body, and you can learn to see this part, is something called the etheric body. And it kind of goes with the physical body.
Listen.
It's actually your particle body. It's actually where you're attached to your double, where your energy fields are attached. Okay? Right outside of that, right about, it's a little bit different for everybody, it's right about here. It's literally out in the atmosphere around you, is a bubble of energy that's not quite as defined, as it doesn't follow you quite as closely, it's a little looser. That's called the emotional body. And a lot of people know this part already. Okay. Now, the emotional body corresponds with the second dimension. And that means the second chakra also corresponds with the second dimension. Okay. So this level of your aura is your D2 frequencies, your D2 particle grid. Now, the next level up here is your mental body particle grid. And if you see it with higher sensory perception, it looks kind of gold. And it doesn't just hang out around you. Every one of these fields is around you, it permeates you too. It goes through every part of you, it saturates it. So it's like a level of saturation upon level of saturation, not just under the skin that you're peeling. Okay, it's running right through you. So you have your D3 mental body, which gives you your mental focus here, conscious awakeness here. And it corresponds with the third chakra, the solar plexus chakra. Okay. Now if you notice these red bands I have here, these are within the etheric field and within the particle grids. There's actually a reversal of the spin of the particles between these dimensions here, between 3 and 4. It creates a separation or polarization within the energy fields that you have to pick up a certain speed within your mental body grid before you can move through that and bring your astral body grid in, where you start to learn astral projection and all this kind of stuff. Usually it starts to happen because your soul inspires it. And you don't say, I'm going to learn to astral project. Some people do. But usually it starts to happen to you before you understand what is happening to you.
Okay, look. These are things we spoke about on this channel. But this woman here, she was sent here for a specific purpose. She knows who and what she is. She know what side and what team she's on. Now listen, what I'm trying to say is she can furthermore explain it in a detailed manner versus me skipping around, hopping around, or rushing through it. So like I said, get your party favors, get comfortable, and pay attention.
All right, the next level up, after you go through that little level of polarization, let's call it, or reversal of spin of the particles, you have your D4. It goes with the 4th dimension. Some people call it the astral body, and they call the 4th dimension the astral plane. That's also a matter plane. It has matter to it, just like this, but it's a thinner level of matter. Up here is D5, and it creates the 5th level of the auric field, which is called by some the etheric template. I like that term. That's a term that Barbara Brennan uses. When I'm speaking with the Guardian Alliance, they tend to use terms that are, for one, hard to pronounce, and for two, we've never heard of it all before. You know, they have their own language, and instead of using some of their terms for these levels, I'm just going to stick with Barbara Brennan's interpretation because it's a lot easier. All right, so we have the etheric template. She calls it that because this level of the auric field, the 5th level, actually sets the pattern that the etheric body will hold, which sets the pattern for a double and for a physical body. Okay, so if we want to change structures in our physical body to a large degree, we have to access the 5th dimensional level of our particle grids. Here is the 6th level of the auric field. That's, in Barbara Brennan's terms, is called the celestial body. Okay, we basically just refer to that as the 3rd level of the soul body. We consider D4 the 1st level of the soul body, D5 the 2nd level and center of the soul body, and D6 the 3rd level of the soul body. So there's 3-dimensional frequency bands that compose your soul identity. Okay, and they're directly attached energetically to you. And it's the process of bringing them in to the body more to become conscious of it. Right. Now up here, there's D7. Barbara Brain calls that the catheric template. We call it the first level of our monadic identity. Okay. A monad is basically the primary three tones that we were created from before we broke down into a double and ourselves, a part of come being and a part of K being. The monadic identity, which is composed of D7, D8 at the center, which corresponds with the galactic core, literally out there in the universe someplace, and D9. They are our monad, and we call it the Pura. That's what the Guardians use. Other people have called it the monad, and they said that either term is fine. So D7 is the last level where you experience form, all right, like matter form at all. You don't have a physical body in D7. You have kind of like a pre-matter, semi-solid type body. In the soul body, you do have a matter body. It's not as dense as this one, but it is still a body. So once you hit D7, after you evolve past D7, you just don't have form anymore, your consciousness. All right, but these levels of our identity exist right around us at all times, and we can evolve into bringing them into the body. You can have a D7 or a D8 awareness in a body, but the whole codes for D8 won't be activated, because if they were, to blow you out of core manifestation. So one of our primary objectives in learning to evolve, consciously evolve, and to
I'm gonna rewind this some, but listen, she said you could bring a density or dimension 8 consciousness into the third density vessel, but all your codes will not be activated, because if it did, it will burn you out. But now listen, we've spoke on this channel before and said what? As we get our upgrades, it will happen gradually, because if it was instant, we would disintegrate. Just saying, man, the 15-time dimensional matrix. I told you guys to look this up before. We have someone finally explaining it well.
once you hit D7, after you evolve past D7, you just don't have form anymore, your consciousness. All right, but these levels of our identity exist right around us at all times, and we can evolve into bringing them into the body. You can have a D7 or a D8 awareness in a body, but the whole codes for D8 won't be activated, because if they were, to blow you out of core manifestation. All right, so one of our primary objectives in learning to evolve, consciously evolve, and to evolve our DNA, and to evolve our spirit, is to learn to activate these three frequencies of D7, 8, and 9 within the body, because that brings in higher dimensional aspects, and it also allows more rapid acceleration of the double and you merging with each other. Okay. Now, out here in our field, we have dimensions 10, 11, and 12. These correspond to dimensions 10, 11, and 12. They are the 10th, 11th, and 12th level of our identity and our auric field. And the Guardians call these the Dolar levels. They call it, it's the avatar level of awareness, and they call it the Dolar. That's their word, Dolar or Dolus, either one. So we have 1, 2, and 3 levels of our Dolar identity. Then these bands out here, which are way out in the universe. This is where we're connected to the universe, and we're connected to the dimensional line system, the 13th, 14th, and 15th dimensions. But and all of our fields are constantly overlapping. Like, our fields are running through each other right now as we sit here. Well, this part of our fields runs through the universe. It's part of the unified field. Okay?
I get it.
They consider this level of our identity the Rishi identity. And it's interesting, I know that word is used in some type of Eastern philosophies, I think, where I remember something like, somebody wrote a book, Return of the Rishi. I haven't read it, but I was like, ooh, there's that word. So the Rishi is something that's known as a master, or something like that.
Seer.
Is that what it means? It's a level of consciousness, a level of our identity that exists completely beyond core manifestation at all, of any of the dimensions. It's the composite. When you evolve to become a full Rishi, if we were to see a Rishi, it would look like a sun. It would look like a ball of flaming light. That's what it would look like. That would be the form that you would have. And you're actually pure consciousness at that point. All right. Now, we're still connected to that level of our identity. When working with the Guardian Alliance, they go through things called initiations, consummations, and activations. An initiation is when let's say you're a D3 being, you start to pull in the frequencies and the Kelon codes of D4. That's an initiation. You're initiating the Kelon codes of D4, or this dimension, into the ones that you already have. A consummation would be when you pulled in all of the frequency bands, Kelon codes of D4. And an activation would be when they were taken from storage in your junk DNA and in your Kelon codes and plugged into your neurological structure, where it would start to manifest through the hologram of your life. The whole process of dimensional ascension is a process of initiation, consummation, and activation of higher and higher levels of Kelon codes. And it's a fascinating and very confusing process when you're doing it blind, which I did when I started to do this with them. I had no idea. I didn't have this information then. But by going through these initiations and bringing more Kelons into my body, I was able to process some of this data. I wouldn't have been able to do it if I hadn't. Because the more Kelons you have in your Partakai grid, the more awareness you are able to filter through into the physical body. And the translation is an electrical process. So it's definitely well worth our while to learn about our energy systems.
She's talking
and to learn
that
what we can do to begin expanding. We're going to do the process whether we like it or not. It's called being human. It's called evolving. We can either participate and have more control over the process or let it happen to us. It's really our choice. Most people who study chakras know that there are, they say that there are 7 primary chakras within the body. There are actually 15 primary chakras. All right. The 7 that most people refer to are within the body. And I'm not going to cover those extensively tonight because there's a tremendous amount of written material on those. You can, Barbara Brennan's books are wonderful on that. She has a book called, what is it? Awakening. One of them is Awakening the Light Body. Hands of Light is the first one. This will give you an excellent analysis of the first 7 levels of the bioenergetic field and the chakras and how they work. What we're concerned about tonight are going to be the higher and lower chakras. There are chakras that run down below our feet, and there are chakras that run up over our head. Now they are connected to the main 7, but they are not secondary. They are also primary chakras. Now with our level of development, a lot of these chakras have not been what they call activated yet. They are there, they exist, and so do the levels of awareness that go with them. But they have not been plugged in to our DNA. They have not been plugged into our crystal bodies yet. We didn't build in the Kelon codes. All these energy fields are composed of Kelon codes and Partakai. In order to have them activated within the body, those Kelon codes have to be plugged in to the Kelon codes of our 3rd dimensional, 2nd dimensional, 1st dimensional body. We haven't reached that stage of evolution yet, but we can change that, and we can start to accelerate the process of evolution and the process of spiritual expansion and biological evolution by plugging in the Kelon codes from these outer fields and from the fields that extend beyond this. Now, the main chakras that I would like to teach you about tonight, I'll show you our numbering system. We follow the basic 7, like most systems of chakra analysis do. You have the first, which is the base chakra, the second, which is the sacral chakra, and it's around down in here over the reproductive organs somewhere. And up here would be where your navel is. And around here is the solar plexus chakra, is the 3rd chakra. Okay, and that, now I'll get into what they apply to in a minute. 4th chakra is the heart chakra. That connects to your astral body. And the 5th chakra is the throat chakra. And I'll get into what that connects to in a minute. The 6th chakra is what a lot of people call the 3rd eye. And once that's activated, that's when you start to be able to perceive and get a visual interpretation of the faster pulsating energy fields of the higher dimensional identity. And that's when you start to see the chakra system and those kind of things, and other things too that live in the higher dimensions. It's not just your own chakras that you see. Alright, this is the 7th chakra, the crown chakra, which brings energy from the extended auric field down through into the body.
The crown down.
And the base chakra pulls it in up through from the earth. Alright, now up above the head, here, I have the 10th chakra. I have an 8 and 9, right? Okay. 8 is actually not manifested yet, but it's one of the things we're activating. The 8th chakra will manifest between the 4th and the 5th chakras, and we're working on that activation now. The 8th chakra runs at an angle from here up through your head, intersects with the pineal gland, and comes out somewhere at the back, right around the back of the head. All right, this is an important chakra because it connects you to the frequencies of what's called the galactic core, which is the center of the 15-dimensional matrix. It connects you to the level of identity that you were before you entered manifestation at all within the dimensionalized system.
Okay.
All right, the ninth chakra runs at almost an opposite angle, where its base would be at the base, right around the base of the skull here, where it hooks onto the neck, and it runs through. It goes through the pituitary gland, and it runs at an angle and comes out right up around here somewhere. They actually create like an X-type formation of energy, and that gets into some more complex energy structures that we won't go into. So 8 and 9 are there. We're going to deal with 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Because these are the primary ones that bring the energies from the highest dimensions into the physical body. Right now, most people do not have the 10th chakra activated. It's there, it's dormant, and when you see it with higher sensory vision, it would look like a little kind of a clumped up ball of energy, where once it's activated, it opens up into a circular formation of energy where you can see currents spiraling through it. And it changes color and it gets brighter with higher sensory vision. Okay. So what we're going to work on is activating or bringing all those from a little clump of closed energy, opening them. And when we open them, it allows the frequencies from the higher dimensions to come in. And they will come into the lower energy fields. They'll come in from here, come into these fields, and then start coming into our body, which will help us build chelons. And it will help us activate the rest of our crystal body, expand our DNA, the whole bit. Nice. Okay, now, the 10th chakra connects to the 10th dimensional frequencies. It's very simple in their numbering system. They did it that way on purpose. So, we could remember very easily. The base chakra connects to the first dimensional frequencies, the second, the third, the fourth, which is the astral level. Okay, the fifth.
It makes sense, okay.
7th, 8th, 9th, they all correspond to the dimensions that they're numbered after. 10th chakra, 11th chakra, goes to the 11th dimension, 14th chakra, which actually, 13th is down here, but we'll deal with that in a little bit. 14th chakra is considered the origin point. It's the first point of projection when you entered what they call the time matrix. That is the dimensionalized system that gives us the illusion of matter, space, and progression through time. Before that, we existed as pure consciousness in something called the energy matrix. And then we entered the time matrix, and it gives us this experience of separation and dimensionalization. The 14th chakra and the 14th dimension are the point at which we were originally projected. It's where the whole pattern of our morphogenetic field for identity exists. And this includes not just us, but also others in what I call our family tree of consciousness, because we are connected to others. Some people call it reincarnation, but it's really simultaneous manifestation. We're all existing at once in a field of time, pulsating at different rates. But at the 14th chakra, when we activate this, we bring in the entire pulse of our identity. We can't bring the whole thing in. The physical body can't hold that. The physical body can only hold the frequencies of D12. Okay? But when you activate the whole line of them, and this is what we want to do, I want to do a meditation tonight that will begin that process of opening and activating them. You create an energy link that goes from the 14th all the way through you, through the earth, around and through the 15th dimension, which is actually, if you went through the earth, you're standing here, if you went through the earth, came out the other side and kept going, you'd be way out in space, right? So actually the 15th chakra is way out in space, but it's perceived as going through. That's the way you put it, below the feet. It's actually through the earth core, an energy field that comes up, through the earth core and through the bottom of our feet and works out where the 14th is coming down. What the energy fields that these create, the 14th and the 15th. The 15th creates a spiral of energy going up this way. The 14th creates one going down this way. It's two counter-rotating spirals of energy, which some people call the Merkaba. All right, this is an energy field that, if you can learn to spin it the right way, holds the key to demanifestation, to teleportation, and to control over matter. being able to control the matter of our bodies. So the first step is becoming aware of what chakra centers are involved in this and beginning to activate them. You can't activate overnight or you blow your body up. Because the body has to grow into the ability to process higher frequency. Sometimes people do this like spontaneous combustion thing and scientists go, wow, how did that happen? You know, sometimes it happens because too much energy came in from their own unified field, from their own auric field. And sometimes there are glitches in this, and when that happens, it speeds up the molecules so fast that they either explode or implode. I'm not sure which it does, but it does one or the other. It breaks the pattern apart. When that happens, it fragments your crystal body. Completely fragments it into little pieces, back into like D1 and D2 pieces.
No good.
So, activations do take time.
Yo, this is free game right here, yo. She bust that down well, and there's more.
When we're doing activations, what we're going to learn to do first is to bring this, and this chakra online with the rest of them that are functioning right now in our body systems. All right, we're going to do that by, all right, first of all, I want to get into this a little bit. The 13th chakra is a chakra that exists at the center of the earth. It's one of the earth's chakras too, not just ours. It is a chakra that unites our crystal body with the crystal body of the planet. And it's where we draw energy from the planet. So we are a living part of the planet, which a lot of people don't realize. They walk around on the earth and they think it's just a thing to walk around on. They don't realize their body is a part of the earth body. And you know, we're all connected to it. So we connect through the 13th chakra.
Okay.
You could write a book on each chakra, explaining what it does, what it's connected to, what its function is, how to use it in the best ways. So, you know, there's a lot of information that goes with them. But the higher chakras above you do connect you to the expanded field of the universe and also to the expanded field of your own family tree of consciousness. You become plural after a certain point, where you're not just an individual self, you're a self composed of many. Just like if you look at yourself now, and you think of yourself as a child, all those little childhood memories, now they don't seem to be a separate, different you, right? They were just you at a different stage, right? As we evolve and as we start to activate the higher chakras, we start to understand that the other identities in our family tree of consciousness are kind of like us at different stages, and they're all us. And you start to refer to yourself as a we, because you know you are. We are all plural. We think we're separate and individual, and that's one of the learning experiences we have within this dimension right now. But we're actually part of a larger consciousness that knows itself as self. And it's not something that controls us, it's something that is us at a higher level of evolution. Just like we are a higher level of evolution for that child that we were once. You know, so that gets into the plural concept where it connects you to more than just, you know, yourself. But I just want to get us familiar with how the chakras run, where they are. So if you say, gee, I want to activate my 10th chakra, where's that? You know, it's right up here. It's about 6 inches above the head. It's above the crown chakra, directly above it. And you know, it's right around in there. It's a little higher, a little lower on some people. The 11th chakra is about 18 inches above the head. So when we're visualizing this stuff, it helps to know, because if you don't have your higher sensory perception, you know, on yet,
makes sense.
You have to visualize it. You have to imagine it there. Okay, where would that be? It'll be right about here.
Yo, this is well
the 14th
put together,
one is
right?
about, you could picture it about 3.5 feet above the
Well
head.
said.
And then the 15th one, you could picture it going right through the earth and way out into outer space on the other side of the planet. So you're going through the earth. That is an important connection, because it's actually a line of energy that runs all the way down through. Connection to the cosmos, but also to the earth core. All right. In the meditation that I would like to teach, there's a couple other energy centers. These are not chakras. These are kind of like, if you look at them with higher sensory perception, they look like little balls of energy or little stars of energy. What they are, they function as a database. They hold certain key frequencies of your soul and your oversoul. And within them you will find the story of what your existence is about, your personal existence, why you were created, what you came here to do this time. We all have a purpose, which a lot of people don't realize. We really did come for a purpose. We're part of a bigger purpose that our soul family or our family of consciousness is involved in. So when you start to get into these other energy centers, you'll start to be able to find that part of yourself. And the Guardians call it the inner sanctum. And I like that because I've used this as a sanctuary after they taught me how to find this part of my energy system. All right. The first level that I would like to deal with is called that's hard to pronounce, Bremen. They call it the Bremen, but there's no E between the M and the N. All right, it's B-R-E-H-M-N. That's their word. All right. This connects to the soul, the core of what's called your oversoul. Okay, you have your identity here, which is your incarnated identity. Then you have your soul, which is in the D4, 5, and 6 frequency bands. Then you have your oversoul, which is in the D7, 8, 9 frequency bands. All right, that is the center that you came out of. You emerged out of the oversoul. Even the higher parts of your identity will have to come back through the oversoul to go back out of the time matrix or out of dimensionalized reality. All right, so this one connects to the oversoul. There's another one down here that's a little bit above the navel, it's just a little bit above it. And if you look at them, and if you could see with higher sensory perception, they would look like little starbursts, just little stars that were in the middle of your energy field, way deep inside of your body. This one is called it sounds like on. It's A-U-A-N, but it's pronounced like you would say on, O-N, that kind of sound. All right. This connects to the geomantic entity. Okay, the geomantic entity is a level of your identity that exists beyond the dimensionalized system. It's the collective gestalt identity that you were before you fragmented yourself into individuation and became individual beings running around in a dimensionalized system. You could consider it the whole self. Some people consider it the God self, people who prefer spiritual terms. We call it the geomantic entity because it is composed of many, many interwoven geometrical particle strands and Keelan codes. So it's geometrical. And it's a level of consciousness that can't even be translated in human form, but parts of it can be. So this connects you right to the entity. That holds the whole primary purpose, not only for your life, but for all of the lives within your family tree of consciousness. And you can get a lot of information about, what is my life about, what do I do next from this place. Okay, there's one more center, and this one has been used in, I believe, Chinese and Japanese martial art type things. It's, they call it the Turaban, but I believe it was called the Tantin in martial arts, or some people call it the Hara. It's a ball of energy that's connected to the earth directly, and it usually looks gold when it's dormant, like it is in most of us. But if you want to bring energy and energize your whole system, your whole body system, your particle grid, your crystal body, by bringing energy from the earth core, which has a lot more energy than we do as individuals, you can activate this. You can concentrate, focus your energy on it, and use visualizations to literally bring energy up from the 13th chakra, straight up this middle line, and into that until it becomes a big red glowing ball. This is what the martial arts masters, who can do things like, like crack bricks and, piles of bricks in half and all this, it's their center of balance. It's all of our center of balance. But it's by using that power and building it and bringing the earth power current up that they're able to do some of the feats that they can do. And the old masters, I don't know if there's anyone around who can do it these days, but some of them used to be able to appear and disappear, or replicate themselves, where people would see 4 of them if they wanted, and the enemy wouldn't know which one was the real one to fight. They could do amazing things by activating that energy center.
But it's mythological.
So, basically, if you're going to learn anything about the chakras, I would think that these were the most important. The Brahman, between the 4th and 5th chakras, the On, right above the belly button, and the Turaban, right below.
Well put, well said. She did her thing. Man. Yo, let's give her a round of applause, because she did her thing right there. Let me know if you learned anything new, if you was intrigued. You feel me? I hope if you stuck that out, I know it was long, man. That's why I told you get your party favors. But man, was that game. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the sub button, hit the comment so we could discuss and dissect. Haven, if you've been here, you've been rocking out, you already know I send deep divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, and unity. With that being said, I'm out.
I'm out of space, I'm flowing, so no slowing down, let's speed it. Taking off, I'm taking off. Buckle up, 3, 2, 1.